Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. Thank you very, very much for being here. We are going to do a mini today looking at Judge Cannon. So I am recording this on Tuesday afternoon, the early afternoon. The defense has completed their closing argument. As of right now, the prosecution has not started theirs. So that's kind of where I am time-wise in terms of what's going on. One of the things that came up this morning was that on Friday, I think it was, Jack Smith put in a motion because he wanted the judge to basically tell Donald Trump that he couldn't keep saying things like that the FBI were there to assassinate him when they did the Mar-a-Lago raid. So first of all, he wasn't even in the state of Florida, but he's got this thing going on, and what it's doing is it's jeopardizing the life and safety of law enforcement, of the FBI, of the DOJ, etc. And she slapped back on that and just basically, as near as I can figure it, she didn't address the very real concerns about, putting targets on the back of law officials. But what she did do was she somehow agreed that the defense is like really, really busy trying to craft this like defense argument, like for this trial in New York. And so we just don't have time to deal with you. Um, I don't know that that's actually a valid legal ruling that she made, but she made it. And so, it's stressful. I mean, my pendulum is telling us that she's not going to be there through the run of the case. She's not going to end up being the presiding judge when this thing eventually makes its way actually into open court. But it definitely creates a lot of, I think for a lot of people, her behavior is so incredibly biased that the average layperson just can't understand how he can keep on behaving this way and it seems to be okay. So at some point, something she does is going to get her bounced up to that 11th Circuit. And at that point, it feels very much like she's going to have a couple of, come to Jesus moments. All right. I want to do this super fast because, there's other stuff going on today. All right, here we go. Eileen Cannon trajectory, Eileen Cannon trajectory, Eileen Cannon trajectory. Where is this career of hers going? What's happening with her? Come on, let's find it. Here we go. Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles. All right, so this is where she is right now, right? Queen of Wands is her, right? Communications, sitting on her throne of authority. The Two of Pentacles is interesting, though, because it's like she's trying to juggle. What's happening, though, is she's not juggling at all. What she is doing is she is denying everything the prosecution wants and agreeing to pretty much everything the defense wants. And so she feels that that's where her bread is buttered. Okay, that's the side her bread is buttered on. She sees herself as this paragon of delay, right? She is very, very happy doing the bidding for Trump and his defense team. Unfortunately, she's going to find herself truly on the wrong side of history on this. Here you have the Three of Pentacles, all right? This is the referral or the stepping in or whatever the process is of the 11th Circuit or of something of those who are higher than her in the hierarchy. Stepping in. Ultimately, that is leading to her needing to walk away. She has been so um, so biased and so effective at dragging things out, slowing everything down, somehow trying to make her reasoning, the way she does things, make sense and make them appear that they're just and fair, and they're just not. She's got temperance here. What she has not learned is literally temperance. She hasn't learned how to almost be savvy enough to be able to get away with kind of what she's doing, right? She hasn't, um, she doesn't have the ability to be fair or neutral or nonpartisan. She's very, very much in this feeling of, basically I must do, right? I must do what I'm told. I'm indebted to Trump. I'm indebted to whoever else is helping her come to these ridiculous conclusions she comes to. But ultimately, it's going to lead to her disappointment. So whether that disappointment works out, that it's just she's disappointed that she doesn't get to stay on the case, or whatever else is going on, but there's that. We have the Page of Cups here, all right? So this is about um, trying to satisfy one area, one group, one set of people. So this is trying to satisfy Trump, right? Trying to keep the everything going in his favor. And what is it? Well, it's to delay it, right? It's to slow it down. What nobody seems to be recognizing, or maybe they just live so much in a bubble that they can't even entertain the notion. But once he loses the next election, and he's going to, it puts him in a really, it puts him in a much more difficult situation. I don't know if you just saw that, but I was just, doesn't matter. I'm here or here. So once any trials that aren't addressed prior to the election, he goes into them in a much more weakened position afterwards. Because now, with this whole presidential run, is actually when he has the most power. But if he is again, a two-time presidential loser, and there's whatever support he has is going to be so depleted and so drained, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, I think that's really interesting as we perceive that she is sort of bound. All right, that she's kind of trapped and that she's doing the bidding of. I don't know that that's actually accurate, because look at what we've got here. We've got the Star card and the Magician. And so in a crazy, crazy way, somehow or another, she is going to end up on her feet. All right? Look at that. She has the Magician, the Star, and the Sun. This exposure that she is getting now, she's going to end up, I don't know, I don't see her sitting on the bench, but she's whether she ends up with a think tank or whatever she does, but she is not as scattered as we kind of think she might be. She has a strategy here. Now, whether it's her strategy or it's a strategy somebody else told her to follow is sort of irrelevant to the fact that this is where she's at right now. But you know what? Listen, ultimately, she ends up in a place where her reputation is damaged enough that it's only going to be within a very tight circle of people where she's actually going to garner any respect or have any sway. There's going to be a lot of continued discussion about the way she does things, the rulings she makes, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how she's going to get off the bench. I sure as hell wish somebody would tell me. I just know that when I travel forward in time, I don't see her sitting on the bench as that trial is going on. And make no mistake, that trial is going to go on. Whether it happens before November or after, I guess time will tell, and I guess we will see. Personally, energetically, I feel like the January 6th case, the Judge Chutkan case, that may very well start before the election. But I think the Mar-a-Lago case is going to it's going to get delayed and pushed to the point where it will not happen before the election. But what I'm saying is energetically, when I look at that, it looks like that ended up being a bad move, because whatever sort of like protection or respect or courtesy that would be paid to someone who is running for president is not the same as somebody who has twice failed to achieve the presidency in 3 runs and whose support is diminishing. So that's what I know right now. I hope that all kind of makes sense to you. We will know more as, as we move forward. As of right now, I don't even know if there's going to be open court tomorrow for the jury instructions, or if that's just going to happen on Thursday. But I maintain that, unless something really, really bizarre happens, I expect a verdict in place before the end of this week. It's not going to go through the weekend. That's what I can tell you. That's what I'm getting right now. Hopefully that's helpful. Post any questions you have, please, in the comment section below, and the amazing Joyce is going to, make it all happen for Pendulum Friday. And the final thing I want to say is, anybody who's looking for a private reading, I'm actually booking. I've got openings the first week of June, first 2 weeks of June. So there's like virtually no wait time. So if that's something you're interested in doing, in the Dropbox below is the email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a quick little request saying, give me information on a private reading, and I will let you know everything that you need to know to make that happen. Until next time, take really good care and be well. Bye-bye for now.